Okay, so we are adding on to last week's. We did a lot of bear last week. Now we're going to do a lot of squats. Okay, so still thighs. We have different versions of squats that we're going to go through today because our foundation is so important when we are trying to move through motions, right, and kind of make it seamless. So what we're going to do here is toes facing forward and about hip width apart. You can stand up nice and tall. You're going to lift your right knee. We're just going to start with some ankle circles. So again, if you need to kind of balance on a wall or have a chair there, it's absolutely fine. You can go just rooting down into the ground. Keep going. Good. Switch directions. All right, so we are just doing some ankle circles here. We have switched directions. We'll come back to that. So let's go next side. Lift your knee up, hip height, and ankle circles. Awesome. I just want you to breathe here, just transitioning into this hour. And next direction. Good. And let's switch. So we're going to draw this knee up. Now what we're going to think about is making the biggest circles possible with our toe. We have a marker at the end of our toes. They're making the biggest circle you can, pointing down to the side, up, side, and back down again. Another direction. We get lots of creaks and cracks. Really root your foot into the floor. That ankle is doing a lot of work right now. And switch. When we're lifting up this knee, we're going to watch that we're not hiking our hip. Okay, it's just that thigh moving through the hip structure. Deep breaths and draw those big circles. Let's switch directions. Warming up our ankles for all of the squats we have ahead of us. And draw that down. So toes are spacing forward, hip width apart. We're going to tuck our hips underneath. Give me that little anterior tilt here. Push your big toe into the floor. Rise up. And drop your heels down. Up and down. Push your big toe into the floor. Straight legs. Woo, thinking as tall as you can. Keeping the heels nice and close together. We don't want them falling out to the side. Just keep going. 5 more. Ooh, that one didn't make it up. 4, 3, 2. Feel it at my hamstrings already. 1. Perfect. Okay, shake. We are going to do some hip circles. So we're going to, I'm starting with my right. We're going to draw that knee back up to hip height. We're going to flex that foot. We're going to open up the knee. Lift the heel. Continue drawing that knee back behind you, keeping it nice and lifted. Squeeze the bum. And then draw it back through. Center. And it raises up. So my leg kept in this 90-90 position here. So I'm leading open with my knee, internally rotating, my heel lifts up. Continue to draw that knee back behind you. Squeeze the bum, back through center, and up to starting position. Let's do it again. Open, rotate, feel it in the outer hip there. Back, high as you can, through center, and relax down. Awesome. Okay, here we go, next foot. 90-90, flexing the foot. Open up the knee. Internally rotate. Draw it back behind you. Think about your hip facing the floor again. Through center. And back to where you started. Continue. Open. Rotate. Draw it back. Center. One more time. Lift. Open. Really think about squeezing the glutes to help you with that active range. The very end of the range of motion. And back through center. Relax down. Good. Just kind of pedal it out. I know sometimes those arches kind of get really fired up and they start to ache. We're going to do the same circle. We're going to go straight leg to fire up our thighs. Okay. So point out in front. Lift. Try to go as high as you can. Out to the side. Then rotate. Take it back behind you. Squeeze your glutes. Squeeze your upper back. Back through center. We're going to just flex your foot as it's going underneath of you. Point and lift. Side. Fire up those thighs. Rotate. Take it back. Dropping that hip so it's facing the floor. Back under. You may have to flex the foot here. One more. Point. Lift. Let me see you lift. Open. Turn. Behind. And through. And relax. Pedal it out. You're like me, your arches are just fired up right now. Okay. Next foot. Point. Lift. Open. This one's not going as high. Rotate. Send it back. Coming through. You may have to just flex to get that foot underneath. Back to pointed toe high. Side. Rotate, rotate, rotate. Keep going back behind you. One more. Point, point, point. Lift. Squeeze the thigh, squeeze the thigh. Rotate. Ooh. Back behind. Ooh. And pedal it out. Okay. I'm warm. Are you guys warmed up? We're going to go into our 3 versions of squats. Okay. We're going wide, similar to a plie. We're going to do a typical and a narrow. Okay. So wide, we're going outside of shoulders. Your toes are on a fairly extreme angle, almost pointing sides of the room here. Okay, so pretty extreme. We're going to, in this wide one, keep our back nice and flat and going straight up and down. So our knees are opening and pointing out to the side as much as you can. So we're trying to stretch out the inner thighs here and push the floor away to rise up and squeeze the inner thighs together. Push the knees out to the side and back. Drop as low as you can. Push the floor away and squeeze your inner thighs up. Fantastic. We're going to do one more. Open up the knees. You'll be able to feel it right into your hips. Push the floor away. Squeeze the inner thighs. Beautiful. So that's our wide plie. Let's take our toe step in, heel, toe, heel. Then we're in more of a typical stance. So more between your hips and your shoulders. And your feet can be facing forward or on just a slight little angle here. Okay? So we're going to push our hips back just a little. And then from there, our knees open. We go straight down. Keep pushing the knees open. See how low you can sink. Push the feet straight down into the floor, and that rises you up. Beautiful. Hips back and knees open. Sink. Right about half here, just keep going, keep pushing those knees, squeeze those hips down into the ground. Drive those feet down. Good job. One more. Break at the hips, drive those knees. Low, right about here, just allow yourself to sink. Yes, drive it up. Okay, toe, heel, toe, heel. We're going narrow. We're going right in. Okay, I want as much as you can touch of your toes, of your feet, of your ankles, of your knees, of your thighs. It's all squeezing inward. Break at the hip. You're going to push your knees forward. Forward, 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 as far as the knees can go. Then you're going to feel this like little seat position and sink the bum. Reach forward if you have to, kind of counterbalances your weight. Squeeze your inner thighs, and you're going to pop up. Okay, 2 more. Break at the hips. So that means just sending them backwards. And then drive the knees forward towards the toes. Push them above the toe. Keep the heel on the ground as much as you can. Just go as low as you can. Squeeze the inner thighs and rise on up. Oh my goodness. Okay, hips back. I'm going to reach forward, drive my knees forward, get into my ankles, sitting down, squeeze the knees, come on up. Oh my goodness. Let's go wide. Just take a big step, big step. Toes are almost facing the sides of the room here. And let's see if I can kind of give you a different angle. Okay. So our hips are going straight down here. We didn't push them back, but our knees are opening. Keep pushing the knees back behind you. Squeeze the inner thighs. 1. Keep going. Knees open and back. 2. Squeeze it up. And here we go again. Straight down. Shoulders over your hips. Push the floor apart. And come on up. Awesome. Toe, heel, toe, heel. Now you're more of a typical squat position. Toes are slightly out to the side. We are going to break at the hip. Now the knees are going to lower us down. Push those knees towards the pinky toes. As low as you can go. And then push straight down into the floor. Your torso rises. Exactly in the same position that it lowered in. Hips back. Lower. Using those legs. Stay tall in that upper back. Push down into the floor. 2. Let's do it one more time. Hips. Now it's all in the legs. Drive those knees. Sinking. Opening up the knees. Down into the floor. Beauty. Bring the feet right together. All right, so I'm squeezing my knees together. Break at the hips. Send the knees forward. Then you get this little seated position. Keep reaching the hips for the ground. Reach forward. Drive it straight up. Squeeze the thighs. Fantastic. Hips. Knees. Sink, sink, sink. Woo. Squeeze the thighs. One more. Challenge yourself. Woo. We'll scale back on that one. 3. Pedal it out. We have one more round, and then you guys can get water, okay? Let's do it. That's nice and wide. Okay. And we're going a little quicker here. So let's go. 1. Up. 2. Up. 3. Push those knees. Squeeze the inner thighs. 2 more. Your number's 5 this round. Surprise. Squeeze. One more. Ooh. Good. Bring it in. Okay. Hips. Let's go. Knees. 1. As soon as you hit bottom, engage. And pop back up. Tight. 2. It's almost like you want to think about moving at the same speed down, same speed up. 1 more. Fantastic. I think that was 5. So let's go narrow. Okay, let's go hips. Knees. Ooh. Just hit the ground, come back up. Ooh. 2. 3. Looks good. Nice depth, everyone. Holy. This is not an easy task. 1 more. Oh my goodness. Pedal it out. Grab a drink, grab a drink. All right. Whew, my oh my. Best part is we're moving down to the ground now. So come on down. So last week, whether you were with us live or you did the playback, we went over turning on your core and your ab belt. Now we're going to go into a similar area and we're going to activate the hip flexors. So if you do a lot of sitting at your desk, if you do a lot of driving, any running, this is an area that usually needs a lot of attention. And by correcting and firing up the hip flexor, it can correct a lot of other issues that may be stemming, like knee pain or back pain. So we're going to give it a try. It's pretty similar. Lying down on the ground. What we're going to do, so we're going to rock our hips. We're just going to introduce that nice flat back position. We need to find it. It's all about finding our foundation here. Okay, so you're going to slow down your rocks until you come to a nice neutral hip position. If your palms were on your hip bones, your hands were making a triangle, that would be flush with the ceiling. You have a small lumbar curve in your spine. We're going to bring our legs hip width apart, toes on the floor facing in front of us. We're going to lengthen one leg. We're going to pull, actually I lied. Keep both bent to begin. Keep both bent. Bring one knee into your chest first. And recognize if your hip tilted in order for you to do that. If your low back is on the ground right now, reset yourself. Find that neutral spine with that little lumbar curve, and then just pull the knee in and feel where it naturally moves in that hip crease, right? So now that's where you're going to hold it. Turn on the ab belt. Now let's straighten out that opposite leg. Okay, so you can feel that hip open. We're close in this bent leg. We're going to pull that knee in as hard as we can. We're going to flex our feet. Then I'm going to ask you to let go of your knee and keep it in the same spot it was. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Grab the knee again. So if you did not compensate by moving, you probably felt it fire up right in that hip crease. Let's do the same thing, same leg. Pull that knee in. Let go of it. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Reposition. Flex the feet. Let go and hold the knee right where it was. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. slowly straighten out that leg without moving anything through the hip or the low back. Awesome. Second side. Both knees bent. Rock through the hips. Reintroduce where you want to be nice and strong. We want this neutral spine to be nice and strong. Pull this knee in. It might be kind of slightly going toward the armpit. So if that helps you, angle that knee towards the armpit. Flex the foot. Now straighten out the other leg. Your hips are still square to the ceiling. Let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in again. Fire up the ab belt. Let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in again. You should feel almost like fire in the hip crease. Let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly straighten that leg out along the ground without your hips moving or the low back. Good job. Just gonna shake it out. Shake. Okay. We gotta do it again. That was intro for both rounds. Okay? So just gonna move a little bit quicker now. Pulling the knee in, directing it towards that armpit, straightening out the second leg, and let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Time to breathe. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do it again. Pull it in. Go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly straighten it out. Fantastic. Bend. Pull the other knee in. There we go. Lengthen. Heels are flexed or feet are flexed. And let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Let it go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten it out. Awesome. Shake it off. Okay. Third time will be the charm. Last time. Bring it in. We're going to add a little spice to this one. So after the first pull, instead of grabbing it again, we're going to do 5 little more pulses. Just trying to get that knee up and closer, trying to further its range. Okay, so let's go first knee. Foot's flexed. Hips are neutral. Back is neutral. Using the floor as a great tool. We've straightened out that leg. Ready to let go. Let go. 5, 4. We're holding at first. And pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Pull it in. Let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. More time. Here we go. Pull it in. Get ready to let go and hold. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten it out. Don't let your hips rock. Whew. My goodness. Okay. Next side. Bring it in. 5-second hold. 5 pulses. Let's get in position. Okay, I'm ready. Ready? Let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, get ready to pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pull it in. Hold it in this new range. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's do it one more time. Pull it in. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, pull. Pulse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Release and relax. Oh, shake it off. Okay. Give me a thumbs up if you felt that right in your hip crease. Yes. If you didn't, we need to talk after class. Okay. Grab a quick drink. We're going to go into some Cossack stretches and strengths. So I always like to use the floor as a great foundation tool to build from the bottom up to make our base of our squats stronger. Is that once we have that, again, we can move more rhythmically. Oh, we're going to take a seat back. We're going to come, so let's come into a straddle. So your straddle can be, let's not go to full range. I would say, okay, so here's 90. You can go a little bit more than 90. That would be great. But work to your capacity. So we're going to pull the right knee in. And if you take a look, this is a very similar position to what we just did laying on our back, except this foot was out in front of us, right? So all of this is connecting to the same pattern. It's so cool. What we're going to do here is our elbow is inside our knee. We're just going to pulse it open. Thinking about opening up that chest and then let that knee kind of relax and flop. Push it open and let it relax. My other arm is just behind me on the floor, acting as a second spine here. So it's kind of perching me up. I'm just opening and closing, opening and closing. Just introducing this. Now what I want you to do is just take that arm away and do that same pulse solo with just the leg. Let it cave and open. Fall and open. Just introducing some stuff here. All right, let's switch legs. Okay, supporting in my second spine. Open, close, open, close. Just catching my breath. One more, supported. Remove the arm out of the equation. It's just your leg. Make it healthy, happy hips. 3 more of these. 2 and 3. Good. Let's switch legs. And pull it in. Oh. All right. So we're going to continue by just doing this little pulse. We're opening the knee back. And then when we come forward, we're going to let it come all the way to the ground. And I just did a little rotation towards my foot on the floor. Okay, my knee opens up. And now I'm facing forward. I'm squeezing my glutes so that knee opens up. Then you can always support yourself with that hand behind you. Down to the ground. Feel this natural rotation. Go with the movement. Open up. Breathe in as your knee drops. And breathe out. and dry the bent knee open. Breathe in and out. Breathe in, 3 more. And out. Is that 1 or 2? We're gonna count. This is 2. 1 more. Fantastic. Okay. Stretch that side out. Next one. Sitting up nice and tall. Pushing the knee open and letting it drop down to the ground. For a flat foot. Then you're just riding on this instep, and your inside ankle is resting on the ground. Breathe in as you drop it down. And while we're doing this, make sure we're sitting up nice and tall. Okay, we want to get the most benefit if we're here and we're slouching and we're just dropping the knee up and down. We do this by just fidgeting in front of the TV, right? We want to step it up a bit. So let's stay nice and tall, lifting up the rib cage, dropping it with intention, opening it back up. There's nothing else on our mind right now other than how it feels moving through these hips. We're internally rotated, working to that external rotation, trying to find that full range of motion. Okay, bring it down. Perfect. One more time, bringing it in. Try to scooch that heel nice and close in. And what we want to do is we want to practice leaning forward and getting our weight in front of us. Draw your heel down into the floor as you do this, and you might be able to lift up your bum off the ground. Again, if we're not there yet, this takes some practice. Okay, so you can just start by leaning forward and rocking back, keeping the hips on the floor. If you have done this practice with me before, we're going to add a drive through the heel. So after you're leaning forward, you're going to drive into the ground. Your bum lifts up. Back down and up. Keep that knee open. And if you are just practicing, I do recommend you keeping your hands on the ground just so you can get yourself into that nice rock. Rock into that position. 3 more. 1, 2, and 3. Draw it down and change. Fantastic. Try to get that heel nice and close. You'll notice your knee is directing on the outside of your foot. Continuing with these rocks. Forward and back. You want to add a little pop up. Drive that heel into the ground. When we're moving through these rocks, think about how much work you did in the hip flexor and what that took to hold the knee there. Find that activation. And that might be that one little trick that kind of gets you lifted. I want to stay connected to that thigh in front. 3, 2, we have 1 more. 1. Draw it down and shake it out. Good. Grab a quick drink, just stay and then come back to where you were. Do something really quick to check. Okay. Perfect. Feels like I was walking on a cloud of chains. All right. Okay, shifting Cossacks. So what we're gonna do, I lied, we have to stand up. We have to stand up. Okay, here we go. Up. Good luck. We're going wide here. We're going wide. Okay, so our feet, what we're going to do is, again, we want to work in those ankles. We want them to be a great foundation for us. So those feet are going to be facing forward. We're going to be in that wide position here. Okay, so your ankles are facing the sides of the room. So what we're going to do, break at the hips. We come forward. Try to keep that foot nice and flat. You feel that ankle stretch. We're going to shift to the other side. You can stay nice and low. I want to see the depth for those that have been practicing Cossacks. If not, I just want to see this nice shift. Keep the shoulders higher than the hips. You're just moving through the legs. So you're pushing the ground away. And you're pushing the ground away. Push. Keep going. Keep going. Here we go. Squeeze those shoulder blades. That's going to lift your chest and get you that neutral spine. Good. Don't stop. Don't stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Awesome. Bring it together. Nice ankle circles. Should have got a great stretch in the outer part of the ankle there. Okay. So I love to test and retest. So we're going to go back to our 3 squats and see how they feel as opposed to when we first started. Okay, so back to the wide, but this time we're going to let the toes go to the sides of the room like at the beginning of class. Okay, come straight down. 1, and up. 2. Test your range, squeeze your inner thighs. When we get tired, it demands more focus. 1 more. Ooh, 3. Good. Bring it in. Typical squat. Ooh, using that toe heel from internally and externally rotating. You feel it through the hip already. Okay. So shoulder to hip width apart. Break at the hips. And come down. Woo. Oh, does that ever feel more smooth? There we go. Nice. Oh, let's do 2 more. A little bit more shaky, let me add. 1 more. Brilliant. Hang out at the bottom of that, guys. Now what I want you to do is I want you to take your elbows and push them into the knee. Here we go. And then I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades and draw your ears down from your, or elbow. No, what is this? Your shoulder. Your shoulder down from your ear. Ah, good, good. Right back and straight up. Fantastic. Narrow. Feet together, ankles together, knees together. Let's go. Look for depth, look for depth. Think about really compressing your stomach to your thighs, using those hip flexors. Use that exercise that we did on the floor on our back. Squeeze. and keep yourself into your thighs so you don't fall back. Use those hip flexors. Tight, tight, tight. Awesome. Two more, two more. Right on. Whenever I feel like I'm wobbling or I'm falling back, I'm firing it up. I can feel it catch me. One more. Oh, fantastic. Okay. Shake that out. Now we're going to you're going to need a wall or a couch. So I'm going to use just this surface here to stretch the thigh and the hip flexor before we finish for the night. You'll also want a cushion for your knee. So that's a pillow or a towel, whatever you have. All right. You're going to come into a kneeling position. Your back, you're going to take your back knee onto that pillow right at the corner of the floor and your object. Okay, so now my shin is going up. My toe is facing the ceiling. Wonderful. Next leg, you're going to step forward in a nice big lunge. So if you can see, my hips are down and close to the ground here. Perfect. So we want this nice long stance. So my knee is over top of my front ankle here, and I'm able to make a nice flat back. So I'm popping my chest out. I'm just going to introduce this. This can be quite sensory rich for some people right here. Now we're going to add in those hip tilts that we did last week. So you're going to tuck your hip underneath, and then you're going to relax it. Tuck your hip underneath. You'll kind of feel like you're lifting up, and then drop it back down. You can just do that with your hand on the front foot. Tuck. You'll feel that right away. And relax. Tuck. So you're pushing that hip forward. And relax. Two more just like that. Tuck. And relax. On your last tuck, you're going to hold it. Hold and breathe. Squeeze your bum cheek now of that back side. You're going to feel it accentuate that stretch even more. If you'd like to add even more, that front leg, you're just going to push yourself back towards that wall or that couch, whatever you're doing, holding that hip tilt. Don't feel like you always have to add on all of these little spices. Just get really good at the first, and then you can continue to add on. Good. Come back to the start and remove and switch. My goodness. Whew. Next up. All right. Get that back there. Nice step forward. Drop the hips. Nice long spine. Your knee is outside beside your shoulder to begin. Just introduce this. There we go. Start to tuck. One side might be a little bit more difficult to get into. Hip tilts. Perfect. And if you can do that with your hands balancing on your leg, that's awesome. If you had like a chair or a wall, or if you had equalizer bars available, these are great tools. Three more hip tilts. Big breath out when you feel that stretch. Come on. We got one more to go. Whoops, I'm slipping off myself. Oh my goodness. Hold it here. Squeeze that butt cheek, accentuate that stretch out in front. Little pushes back, using that front leg. Just adding on a little bit more. Beautiful. Back to the start. There we go. Walk away. On child's pose. Fantastic.